Hello, SPHL and Riverman fans. Welcome to the video and thank you for watching. Man, what a game one that was between Thunderbolts and Knoxville Ice Bears. Knoxville Ice Bears at home for game one. They had an attendance of 4,484 people tonight in Knoxville, and they most certainly got a show tonight. Went to double overtime where the Ice Bears ended up falling 4-3 to the Thunderbolts, and man, that was a game. That was one hell of a game by both teams. Very entertaining. If you're a Bolts fan and Ice Bears fan, I'm sure you was on the edge of your seat the whole way through. Um, Unfortunately for the home ice fans, they have yet to see their team win on home ice this entire playoff. Um, they've all lost their game ones. Knoxville has lost every game one, and they've lost every game on home ice in the playoffs so far, which is wild considering they're in the final competing for a cup. And so far, they're sticking to that trend. Ice Bears is going to have to win a game at home if they want to raise a cup. So even if Ice Bears find a way to win in Evansville, it's not like it's an advantage because they haven't won a game at home yet. So this was their best game they've played at home, but the end result was still the same, and that was a loss on their record. Uh, the game started out with Bolts getting on the board first, uh, quick, quickly followed by a Knoxville Ice Bear goal to tie it up. They both got two goals in the first period, going into the second period tied. And then the Knoxville Ice Bears took the lead in the second 3-2 and carried that lead into the third period, where at around the 5 minute mark, Bolts got on the board and tied the game up to send this into overtime. And in the first overtime, no goals. This took two overtimes to decide, and Derek Contessa of the Evansville Thunderbolts got the game-winning goal in the double overtime winner to give the Thunderbolts a 1-0 lead in this series. Bolts were 1 for 6 on the power play, and Cole Cece stopped 33 of 36 shots. Knoxville Ice Bears were 1-3 on the power play, and Dinger stopped 56 of 60 in that game. Never thought I'd be saying Bolts got 60 shots in a game, but it was double overtime. The goals scored by Knoxville Ice Bears, two were by Dawson McKinney, and one by Derek Raposo. And for the Bolts, Tyson Gilmore got a goal, Miles Abbott got a goal, and Scott Kierton got a goal, and Derek Contessa got the game-winning goal in double overtime. Just a fantastic game one. I mean, there's not much more you can say. The Bolts have been red hot. They've been playing their best hockey literally all year long in these playoffs. I have not seen them play hockey like this at all during the season. Not on a stretch like this. Not as dominant as this. They look like they absolutely belong in this finals matchup. And they do belong. That's the thing. The way they're playing, they absolutely belong. Sometimes I got to remind myself this is a seventh seed that finished below 500, and they struggled at times to get wins, and they could have very easily slipped to an eighth seeded team. You know, but they're playing like they're a top three team right now, and Cole Cece's been awesome, but again, when you do get goals on Cole Cece, that's when the Bolts offense comes alive and supports Cole Cece. Um, the Bolts have only, like I said, lost one game this entire playoffs, and it was game one in round one to the Huntsville Havoc, and they lost 2-1 in overtime. So they only lost by one goal, and it took overtime for them to lose. They haven't lost in regulation, and that's just been insane. I mean, this is an unbelievable run by the Thunderbolts, and they put themselves in position to now they are one win away from raising a cup, and the next game is in Evansville. So the Thunderbolts have an opportunity here, a golden opportunity to raise the cup in front of their home fans in Evansville. And I suggest they take it. Now, no, Knoxville has not won at home yet in this playoffs, but I think it's still playing with fire and inviting trouble if you allow this to go 3 games and go back to Knoxville. Just like they did with the Rivermen, I think the Bolts got to end this here and now at all costs in a game 2, because I think it would be really demoralizing to not win this game and raise a cup in front of the home fans. Not saying they can't win a game 3 because of it, but I do think it'll be very demoralizing to the team and to the fans. I mean, obviously the team wants to raise this cup at home, and obviously the fans want to see that. And I'm sure they're going to do everything they can to make that happen for the Evansville faithful. And what a moment that'll be in their organizational history. And for the players on that team, for the fans, it's going to be an emotional mess there, regardless. I'm sure if they raise a cup there won't be too many dry eyes in the stands when you start seeing players like Cole Cece and Matthew Hobbs and Scott Carrington raising a cup over their head. Um, they're one win away from making that dream come true for themselves and the fans. It's just unbelievable. And you know what? Like I said, I hope they can do it. I hope they get it. I hope they complete this story and finish the job. And I hope they do it in Evansville in front of that crowd. I mean, that would just be a great way to end things. Um, Ice Bears got their work cut out for them. I mean, it's hard enough in a 3-game series to lose your game 1 on home ice and then to come back and win the next 2. Um, they were able to do that in the first 2 rounds. And like I said, normally the advantage is the game 3 will be played in Knoxville instead of on the road. But in these playoffs, that's basically been a disadvantage for the Knoxville Ice Bears because they've yet to win a home game. Um, that's hard to believe. That is truly hard to believe. Not one home game has been won by the Ice Bears, and technically they still have an opportunity to raise the cup. You just don't see that often. This has been a strange, weird playoffs in every way, shape, and form. Like I said, nobody had this matchup. Seen this matchup coming. Bolts fans might have wanted to make the finals. Knoxville fans might have wanted to make the finals, but I don't even think the fan bases, I don't think Evansville said, yeah, we'll probably end up playing Knoxville, or, vice versa, Knoxville being like, yeah, we'll probably play the Bolts, at the beginning of this playoffs. So, I mean, it's just not a matchup you've seen coming. A 6th and 7th seed, both with an opportunity to raise the cup. One team for the first time in organizational history in the SPHL. And let's not forget, Ice Bears went on a 12-game losing streak this season, most in their history, and they still got a chance to raise the cup. I did not think this was a cup-ready team. I did not think they would make it this far, and they absolutely did. And they definitely earned their way into this beating Roanoke twice in Roanoke, and then beating the Bulls twice in Birmingham. I mean, so they absolutely earned the right to play for the Cup. But they're going to have to come from behind yet again, and they're going to have to win against a hungry Evansville team in Evansville. And that's not going to be easy. Not even slightly easy. It's still going to be a good, close game, but I don't know how you don't favor Evansville to raise this cup right now. They got everything in the palm of their hands right now. So don't let this slip away. Would be my advice. You want to seal the deal and finish this in Evansville, and that you'll go down in Evansville history forever. These players, your names will be etched on that cup, and you'll forever be SPHL champions. So you're one win away from accomplishing that goal and dream. So do it. Finish the job. Get Cole Cece the MVP of the playoffs. Get your names on that President's Cup and raise that cup in front of your home fans in Evansville. It's going to be a wild party there, and it's going to be an interesting off season to say the least. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. That's your game one wrap up. Like I said, I really don't have much of a prediction besides I think it's going to be close, and I think Evansville can and will wrap this up Friday in Evansville and give the fans what they always wanted to see, a championship victory. So with that, I'll go ahead and wrap it up. Catch you at the next puck drop, and I always keep it Riverman style.